Good morning, guys. What an amazing finish to the day yesterday, and for many days, all our admins, myself, T, LB, and all the great traders in the room. We have Platinum Sachs, Yash, and many others. I can't name all of them, but patience has finally paid off, right? And all it took was just 1 2 hours, and some of you guys made comments yesterday in the room that was your best 2 hours of your trading life. Harish Kamani, congrats. That was from you, I believe. And Amazon, the room gave me that trade. Thank you so much, guys. That was all you. I took that 3,500 as well. Cool guy Ricky LB, I think we're on top of that. So thank you. But some things, I've been up early. I've been doing a lot of research last night, wanting to really understand the FOMC and what exactly is up ahead for us. Right? It's no longer just looking at technical charts. Oh, this is at a support level. This is at the 50-day moving average. It's a 821 EMA. We're now past that level, right? This year I grew a lot myself. Many of you guys I've seen growing right in front of us, but it's time to really dive deep into the markets, right? And my stock life, we're just continuing to grow and learning something every day. All right, personally myself, I'm just trying to dive as deep as I can. It requires a lot of work, and I hope you guys are also putting in that work. And but currently, some notes from yesterday, all right, that we have. So funds rate target that remained unchanged. Okay, it remains the same as per their targets, 2.5%. The elevated inflation pressure, where is that coming from? I'll discuss that. Right, tapering, it will be $30 billion per month starting January, and then from that 30 billion, if you care, 20 billion. I have all my notes written, by the way, so I did my work. 20 billion will be from treasury, 10 billion from the agency MBS holdings. Now these things you can these are whole separate topics, right? It's up to you how deeply do you want to be involved in the market, right? That's completely up to you. Okay. The rate hikes. Now, into the Fed, they were expecting two. I'm gonna write this down here so it makes it easy for you guys. They were expecting two in 2022, three in 2000. These were just estimates, and four in 2024. That's what they were expecting. But here's what happened. All right, so not two, three, four, but what happened was three, three, and two. All right, so we have as of now, and now these are subject to change. These are not guaranteed. Three rate hikes in 2022 as per majority. All right, and three in 2024, and three in 2024, and two in 2024, three in 2023. Sorry. All right, now on these rate hikes until January, until the Jan FOMC that we're gonna have, Fed has already created a path for us. They told us what's gonna happen. Personally, I'm gonna discuss what's gonna happen in the next 2 weeks in the market, which I believe, as per my studies, right, and I'm gonna be very confident on it. So as right now we have three, and two. These are subject to change, right? If the Fed sticks with this, the market will be nice, and we continue unless we get some other news, right? Now, in this meeting for the rate hikes, majority of the people, that's what they wanted. But there were some members who hinted that three or more rate hikes might happen in 2023, 2022, right? So if four happen, the market might take a little dip whenever that happens. It could be in Jan. If they change their stance, it could be in March. So this is an ongoing thing, but these are the estimates they gave us. This year, from the start, they told us there will be no rate hikes, and they actually are stuck with it, right? And now in December, they told us this is what to expect, and the market digested, market went up on it. And why did the market rally? I'll go over that as well, right? And so few members were hawkish, okay, and the inflation pressure which is rising. Why is that rising? They made a very good comment. They said it's because the supply and demand is imbalanced. All right, it's not a par. So as that is adjusting, inflation will also adjust. At times they were expecting to run inflation at 2%, but for some times it did go higher than 2%. But their goal is to cut it down below 2%, and they're trying their best to keep it at 2%, which is good. It's a good comment for us that they're working on it, right? Jobs gains went up, all right, so which was good for the economy overall. Job gains went up, unemployment went down, obviously. Now that also is subject to change if we get some news on COVID or variant, and tomorrow, after a month or 2 months, let's say the market goes into a lockdown or anything like that happens, that can change. We don't know, all right? So these were some of the main comments, but rest is up to you how much research you want to put into it. It's still not too late. You should definitely, if you're trading, go into this, read. Even if you don't understand these statements, it's good to start reading them. The more you read them, every time FOMC happens, the more sense it will make to you. the more clarity you will have on your holdings in the coming weeks. All right, you will not have FOMO. You will not be scared of some red candles, because you already know that this is normal action of the price, and that's what might happen. Anyways, going, and I'm gonna write something here now. 4750 will act as support and resistance. All right, and resistance. This is a very big number today and tomorrow. Based on the gamma report, we're not expecting too much volatility today. Today is Thursday, so today don't expect a big move today on the indices. However, individual names may catch a bit. There are some names that I'm going to go over, so keep an eye on those. But 4750 into today, right now it's trading at, let me just see a live price for you guys. Right now it's near 4722. If it hits 4750, I'm going to give you a potential pair right here. If SPX hits 4750, it's likely a quick put scalp candidate. Just know this, all right? And you can go in our pre-market, our channel. We post a gamma report. So as SPX hits 4750, it's a quick scalp candidate, okay? However, if we hold above 4750, the market likely continues higher, and I'm going to explain something for tomorrow, which is possible. So the move that we witnessed yesterday is not over. All right, there's a lot of fuel left in it, okay? And so SPY looks great again. As long as we hold above 4770 on SPY, we continue going higher. All right, but today I'm not expecting a volatile day, just staying top. Like, it's gonna float, I think. But tomorrow is when the real fun will start, I think. Qs look great. Your bow looks great, T. Qs, again, same thing, beautiful. Tech, as long as we get above the $400 level. Qs, I'll tell you guys something right now. 400 plus hold, we continue higher. All right, 400 plus hold. So tech looks great. Nasdaq, I think the market rips, so we're likely going to get a nice little rally. Okay, we already have this. Then we get this nice little uphill pressure. Okay, at least until the Jan FOMC. So the next 2 weeks. So here's we have December. So we have the Jan FOMC. I think in the 3rd or 4th week. I believe second or 3rd week, whenever that might be. We're likely gonna see some upside into that. And before that FOMC mid-Jan, we might stall again to see what the Fed's gonna say. And then based on their statements, then boom, we go up again. All right. Now, yesterday, let's go over Amazon first. What happened yesterday? In very short terms, you can put your research into it. It's very hard to understand. In fact, what happened, basically, people were holding a lot of puts yesterday, right? When the banner that we call it, I cannot really go much into brief here. I would rather do a session on this separately with proper details. Those people that were holding the puts a lot of big position, or the hedge funds that were against it, they basically bought back the rallies to cover, okay, at cheaper price and whatever it may be, which caused this rally. Today we're gonna be slow in this. I'm gonna do the detail on the session on this, guys, because I would have to pull up some charts and show you guys exactly, not the stock charts, but the option pricing charts, and then I can probably go over them in detail what exactly happened yesterday. Individual names may run. Amazon is back in the play. Now our confirmed levels here are obviously, you guys should all know this, 3760, 3765, and then 3775 we go full force. All right, I mean, obviously you have to manage, but 3775 plus is when the fun starts, and there will be an explosive move in Amazon. All right, for now, Amazon, as long as we can get back to 3500, 3550, we likely see much higher. For tomorrow, I'm expecting a rally into Amazon. Today we might run all day again. Today it's very hard for me to predict, but I do know indices are going to make a big move tomorrow after the noon is coming, and to the upside in my opinion. Okay, but Amazon, individual names may run. These options 2 to 3 months out on Amazon, like 3700s or 3800, are priced cheap right now if the market rallies. Because if Amazon does run another 150, 200 points into that, those will probably go up 3x or 4x. And tomorrow on Amazon, if we stall today or whatever happens, tomorrow in the noon, we will get an opportunity to buy an option like at $2 or under 3, I will say, under $3, which will have a potential of hitting $30. And I'm very confident, I may be wrong here, but Ricky will likely catch this tomorrow. It's going to happen. I already know it is coming. And I'm likely, as long as I'm right, as long as what I've studied is right. Can I be wrong? Of course I can be wrong. This can go to 0, of course. But am I going to take this 10x chance? Hell yes. I'm going to manage my size according to my size. I'm going to do it. These opportunities come once in a while. And tomorrow we might get that slingshot rally in Amazon as well. All right, post afternoon. I'm going to be very patient with it. I do have some positions. I'll manage them along the way. Some other names, SCC Limited. This stock came down a lot from 370 to almost 230ish. It's trying to put in the bottom here. Now, this stock maybe is gonna get 140, but it's not gonna go just straight down either. Here, this stock, if it gets a 20 to 30 point day, options will go 1000% on this. And now these plays you can go into tomorrow or the day after. If you have a $10,000 account, I would probably go in maybe one contract at $2 with a potential of hitting $200. Sorry, 2,000. If SC stays above this range today, so if SC today comes below, let's say if I'm right now I entered some options on SC. Boogie called it. I liked his alert and I got some for today. It was on voice chat. I think he typed it out. If we get this 228 dip today, and this is LB's favorite name too, so I think he might play it. And we catch above 232 and we go above 232 on SC, I think 250, 260 will come fast. This is the 30-point range and it's going to happen in one day maybe, okay? Little stall at 240, but if this move happens, options will go 1,000, 2,000% on SC tomorrow alone. Now, do you have to buy tomorrow's options? No. Next week's can be ideal, even 2-3 weeks out, but these options will be a little risky, but with these, rewards will be high. I am one guy who always says manage your risk, but today I am saying look into these because these are once in a lifetime opportunities and they happen, okay? And if you catch a move like this on these names, something like this, you know, you can literally take $100 to $1,000 or $2,000, and you can take $1,000 to $10,000 and $10,000 to $100K. Depending on your size, managing is a must. Tomorrow, if we get some negative news in the market or something happens, then expect downside as well. Nothing is guaranteed, but this is something that's likely going to happen. All right, SC, have it on your radar. PayPal, a complete name that got beat down from 306 to 190. If this continues holding above 190, our next target is 210, 215 on a PayPal, and this can also happen very fast. Maybe by 2 weeks out, we can manage your options closely. Today, don't expect it to go up right away. This can stall. Sometimes what happens on the chart, you know, a chart stalls for a long time sometimes. Even today, they might stall, and tomorrow they might stall, and then all of a sudden, you might get the rip into OPEX tomorrow. We do have quad witch tomorrow. OPEX options are expiring across the board. All right, look into quad witching. It'll make more sense to you. And tomorrow, late day, we are expecting a big rally. All right, does it happen? I think it is. Maybe it's the opposite, but according to the studying based on the algos, OI, whatever you want to call it, on the gamma reports especially, please go over the gamma report we post in the room. They're very much accurate and on point, and they give us. And yesterday, if you read the gamma report, they told us a rally is going to happen, right? So I hope you took advantage of that. So PayPal is another name that you want to keep an eye on. And then we have Square, another name that you want to keep an eye on, a candidate for a big move towards 193, right? Even if you go 2 weeks out on these options, a big move is coming. Am I going to buy all these options? No. I don't have millions and millions of dollars. I don't have those funds yet. I'm only going to manage so many positions, but these are the candidates that you can manage, right? LBT, Boogie, we're not going to buy. I mean, we might not call these plays because we cannot play the entire market, but these are the candidates that you as an individual trader should have on your radar. All right, maybe one of us will call it. Maybe T might call something LB. I don't know, right? But these are the names that you want to keep an eye on. Twilio. Same thing, big move down, a potential runner for a 30-40 point day. Another 1000% candidate if the market rips tomorrow, all right? So keep an eye on Twilio as well. I think this can get to 300 by next week. So that's 30 points. And if you catch that $30 move, options will go up a few $100s at least, all right? You don't have to rush into everything today. Maybe scale in long. When I say long, a few weeks out, and let it play out. Maybe today we just move slow, or maybe we rip, I don't know, okay? But I'm talking about by tomorrow, end of day, I'm likely expecting a rally into tomorrow, all right? Apple, what an amazing move. This was the biggest signal that we got yesterday. When it recovered, it just kept going. There's nothing more bullish than this, right? The streak is back. If it takes out the high of this day, the 13th December, and we close higher today, man, Apple might even get 185 tomorrow. However, 180 plus will be hard on Apple. It's ran up a lot, but above 180, anything is possible. It can go to 190 also, okay? SPY already went over. One stock, Pfizer. Now, I understand some news came on the variant yesterday. LB made a great put play. You guys were up. Great call, right? But we wrote this from 43. LB was the one who brought this to my attention about a few months back. We wrote this together, right? Then he did whatever, and then I stayed in from here, and then we wrote this entire play. And some, I think, wrote it with us. Congrats. I took my exits yesterday. For me, it was a great run. I'm happy with it. Puts on names like this when it's a 2-decade play. Unless you have some fast fingers or you understand technicals like one of the admins, right? It's a different story. But avoid fighting that trend. We have seen what happens. This is up again pre-market. They announced a dividend increase, and it's going up on high volume, right? And is likely to hit 60 as per the plan and probably continue higher, right? This does not have only to do with COVID. Pfizer was a company before COVID also. They were making money before also, okay? So it's not just to do with COVID alone, it's their entire business overall. COVID is just a booster for themselves, right? If it comes. So Pfizer is just very strong. I am fully out of the trade. I will now just watch, see what it does. Ford, some price upgrades, right? If it can hold about 20 bucks, this is another candidate. Tomorrow's 2050 calls expiring tomorrow or 21 can see 1000% plus. All right, they just had some news today also that they're installing some chargers across the country. So Ford, their options go for 5-6 cents. They can easily hit 50 cents or even $1. So keep an eye on this name as well, right? But tech lean towards more of that. And Baba T made a great call yesterday just before the rip. I don't know, he's just blessed with that talent, I guess. We can all say that. Proved it over and over again. He called Baba right here. I was just going through all the alerts yesterday in the morning. He called Baba right here at 3 o'clock, right? The options were up huge he caught this entire, you're still holding, right? So he's still holding. Baba's up pre-market. A very shitty stock on the year, no doubt. But we do have investor day starting today and tomorrow. Do we get some comments on Baba? Do we get some positive news? Now, I believe they're better placed than Baba in the market right now, given the current situation. So manage your risk if you're in, right? And can Baba get 128 and 130 this week? It's possible on the investors day, given the sentiment. All right. So this is another stock. If you have a big account, you can keep an eye on this and go long. Some of you guys went long. I got the messages. Sahaj, I think it looks great. If you're in T's options, those will open up almost a double at the open. You can scale out, lock in the principal, let the profit spread. It's up to you what you do now. Okay, he's giving you a great trade. But Baba Investors Day, do we run today and tomorrow? All right. The only thing with this is we don't know what we're going to expect from China. That's the only uncertainty that we have. But overall, a great company fundamentally is good. Other than that, so I hope the FOMC comments made sense. There are a lot of names that I can go over, but I only have so much time in the room. We'll be live on voice chat. But some names that I mentioned, SC, PayPal, Square, Twilio, keep an eye on those names, guys. Options will hit 1000% on those. All right. Maybe next week. Now, manage your size. At 12, we can have any negative news that can take the market down. But overall, today indices may be slow. Individual names may run a lot. Keep that in mind. But tomorrow after 12, I'm expecting a nice little rally based on my research. God bless. See you guys in voice chat. Manage. And those that were patient and took advantage of the last 2 hours yesterday, congrats. It pays.